What's up, everybody? So I'm kind of getting this thing complete. I have a special surprise for y'all at the end of this, but I just want to make sure it stays together now because like it keeps on. I don't put enough dough in there, so. But this is about my investing journey, and everything that I've gone through with investing. So my journey started in when I was around 18. I was in this like after program after I was in a psych ward. um and I was like just learning about different ways to make money on YouTube and stuff, and I saw about forex and stuff, and so I kept on practicing it and stuff. And so I got into it off and on throughout my life. I mainly lost a lot of money. If I look back at my account, I could tell y'all exactly how much I've lost in total. I think it was around like maybe 4,000 or something, $5,000 or something. Um, you know, and in total over years. Uh, and the what I kept glimpsing on was the fact that one time when I was working as the shift lead in Orange County, California, in Mission Viejo. And like I just like it was one day I was just working my shift, and I was telling one of my friends, as that was my coworker, I said, "Hey, bro, like watch this, like I'll make some money off this $20, And so throughout the whole day, I was just looking at it and stuff, and my friend left his shift and stuff. He was you know like I was the shift lead, so I had to stay longer a lot. And then I get home. I got home, walked long distance, and I get home. I get into I go outside. You know, at this time in my life, I was in I smoked cigarettes in a certain way to where like I would actually buy a pack of cigarettes and smoke it. So like that's what I was doing. You know, um, and so I was outside, and at this point, I had made $800, and while working a Taco Bell shift. In a matter of 10 hours, I made $800. It's the biggest part of that. And so I'm sitting down, you know, and, just like, wow, I can't believe it. And then I just started making these decisions with my Forex money I just won. And I ended up losing all $800 in 5 minutes. And it hurt me a lot. Because I was working two shifts. I'd walk 3 miles to my job over hills and shit. Um, to go be a shift lead at one Taco Bell. And then I'd walk all the way a little bit past where I lived to be a regular worker at another Taco Bell. And so it was just really like, it was just sucked, bro. Like, it just like, I, I just remember it like not being a good like moment for me. Um then I kind of just stopped forex for a very long time. I still get these little errands, and my account's still tradable. So I go and I'm like, oh my god, right now I currently got my app, just my MetaTrader, just on basically play mode, or the just tutorial basically mode, the demo version, just so I can observe what's going on. And it's pretty crazy. It seems like, I don't want to say anything, but it's just like, you don't I don't know, it's pretty weird. But you definitely, if you know what you're doing, you could probably make money in forex. I guess I never really focused on patterns and stuff like that. So, I'm not trying to like downfall Forex or anything. I'm just giving y'all my experience of what happened for me. And then upon stocks and stuff, I once was on Webull, and I made around like $100, and I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. So why I got this here right now before it separates, check this out. So I don't know what this could be, because check that out. Looks like a beak. You can see right here. Now, I don't know what mineral this is, and it's definitely a geode. It looks like a flash thing happened on this geode, because I feel like that is brain structure right there. Look at this, guys. Look, this looks like the skull, and then it opened up right here. Y'all see that? The skull opened up right here, and somehow the brain got mineralized. Because that is the brain right there. I'm gonna try it. Because I thought that was, teeth, but that is, look, that's the skull, and that's the brain. Let me see. That is so... I have never seen that before, but I've never seen a geode fossil yet in person, so I wouldn't have known. But so yeah, I was doing I made like $100 off of some stock I looked into, and I just kept going from there. Then I was working like a 2-year job one time, and I had like $700 in this one stock called Tanzanian Gold. It was like Tanzanian gold mines, and it was like $2 or something. And I just remember like freaking, I was like, oh, I gotta take, because it was my income tax money. So I was like, oh, I gotta take a risk. If I don't take a risk, I won't make it. So I went and I bought like some music supplies and stuff to record music and stuff. And the computer was messed up, and the microphone was messed up. So it was a risk, and I lost. And then about 3 months later, Tanzanian gold went like skyrocketed. So that's like, but it was okay. Then I think about a year ago, I was kind of like a slave So I kind of like put myself in an enslaving position. Uh, these people that's it's a long story, but basically they just stopped paying me at some point because I was like, well, y'all can pay me when y'all want. I was just very appreciative of them, and they kind of just turned me into a slave, and didn't pay me after that, and put me on the street when they said they wouldn't. So it kind of sucked, but they introduced me to XRP. I thought that was pretty cool because like I was getting into NFTs at the time because I was like, I don't know, this stuff's confusing. Discord's confusing. I don't want to do it, like, but I was just dedicated to hopefully getting a free NFT. And then then they entered I had bought one called the Wolf Den on Solana. Shouts out to the Wolf Den, even though I was like, oh, I don't even know what happened to them, but I was really like, oh, I gotta get the Wolf Den. Then I was like, really like, oh, I gotta get these like little cars. Oh my god, it's crazy. And then so I worked with those people. They eventually told me like one of their friends was like stocking up on XRP in Mexico, and XRP is gonna be this thing, and so I was like, oh, cool, like, and I was freaking out about it. I was like, oh, you gotta pay me now because I gotta go get XRP, It's like, I gotta, we gotta get this XRP. It was crazy. So then I bought me a Ledger wallet, a hardware wallet, and I started saving money, on it, through XRP. And so I was homeless because they kicked me out, and then I ended up working as a dishwasher, and the owner was most generous enough to like give me a hotel room for about like 6 nights at this nice hotel. My friend got me 2 nights and 2 other nights, and I went into the sober living, just because it was like the best option for me to move into a place, and the manager was a douche and stuff, and was like basically like, oh, you're the only one in the house that can't smoke weed, so like your pee has to be clean in 30 days. And I had already done that for a job, with and I had basically my best friend every day with me who's like always concerned about my life and whatnot, and is a doctor and stuff, like, and they like saw me 30 days and more not smoke weed, drink a lot of water. We're hiking up and down Big Bend, and I failed the drug test. So I was like, I don't think that's reasonable because I already know I'll probably fail in 30 days. And research is showing like weed could be found in the body fat for like 80 days, and that's the typical amount. And so like I was just like, basically that was the first putting a carrot over my head of homelessness. Like I'm over here chasing the thoughts of like I'm gonna be homeless at some point, like, so I'm basically like not caring about anything at this point in my life, even, and I'm just saving up money on XRP, getting pissed off, and then next meeting is like, oh, you gotta get food stamps and you gotta go get health insurance, or you can't stay here if you don't have that like within like basically 5 days a week. And I was like, that's just that was just the bottom line for me. I was like, this is messed up. And I called the company, and he didn't want to give me the number to the actual owner of the houses. He was cool friends with the dude, and I don't care. It's just what I had to go through. While I was doing me, making money, you feel me? Not being broke, hanging with the fellas, You know, still smoking my fucking weed, dog. No matter what, you feel me? You ain't stopping me. You feel me with your bullshit? So, you know, I'm over here riding the bus, you know, just like, fuck this, you know. It's unreasonable, you know. So I went and I bought a blunt. It was a Jeter, a medium-sized Jeter. Good thing I didn't get the XL because medium size messed me up really bad. But it wasn't like a mess up. It was just like, whoa, what the freak? But yeah. So I'm saving up money. So I saved up about like $1,900 in XRP on my ledger. I get out of Phoenix, working in Texas, and then one day I check my ledger, and excuse me, it says $190. And you know, I'm reloading it, and I'm like, where's my $1,900? You know? Um, and so, you know, I finally, you know, since the XRP and the SEC is like coming to an end, I started recently like reaching out to divisions to maybe just hopefully if I could get any form of that money back, that'd be cool, you know. But honestly, I don't think it'll ever come back. But the energy is attached. So I always utilize that. But so I had, you know, down to zero, heartbroken. What else can I do but just get back up and keep on going? And that's what I've done. And, you know, I've always believed in XRP, XDC, Stellar, you know, Cardano. Um, I just, you know, hope that y'all go and research some bad idea AI, because this is the first time I'm ever taking out money I earned from an investment to do something better for my life. You know, I feel like maybe I've taken out some money from Forex that I put in, you know, basically. But this is the first time that I have a good amount of money that made me feel comfortable to take out some of that investment to do something with my life. Like something real. Like I have a storage unit that I'm going to be getting into today, probably, or tomorrow. And I'm going to be able to finally have a spot for my fossils and my stuff that I got for sale and my artwork. And I'm just so excited. I hope that I can, you know, make this happen, because I need to find a place to move out into by October 1st. And I gotta save up some money to feel comfortable with that and whatnot. And then I gotta, you know, just keep on remaining strong in this journey and believing in myself. And I just I just hope that y'all can be my friends if you want to along this journey. Because you know, I'm a very open person, because, you know, I'm just real. So if you're real, I'll be real with you. and, there's already a ton of people in this world, so it wouldn't really matter if I help out a few people, because it would probably take a good 7 to 8 years before, people, if our help can finally do it. But maybe it would take less if I can, work my life out. Maybe I can help people work their lives out in less time. And, you know, I really am thankful for my counselor that I got to have my first true counseling session with yesterday. Because every other counseling or therapy session I've ever had in my life was a form to get me on prescription medications. Um, so, and then I've recently been trying to get into a therapist thing, but the person I was talking to is just like very, like, you know, I don't think she understands. And then, the other thing is just kind of too expensive, and they want like an initial payment. So, you know, I walked into a church, and because I saw a sign that said counseling on it, and I walked in there, and then it said family counseling on the door. I was like, oh darn it, like. And she said, no, they do counseling. And I had my first session yesterday, and I'm very thankful, and amen. Y'all keep it cool. Go to research Bad Idea AI. You don't really gotta research it. There's not much research about it, but do your research, to make yourself feel comfortable, and have a great day.